Wow, Morning Lee never gets to record. This is crazy. Who let me out of the box? Hi guys, welcome to Lee Reacts. Hope everyone's having a good day. Ooh, I know I am. I really do not like recording in the morning, but it's the Beatles, so I kind of have to. I feel obligated, and I'm very happy to do so. We're going to be finishing up the White Album today. This is probably going to only be on Patreon. If it gets on YouTube, congratulations, YouTube. I doubt it will, though. We're going to be listening to Side 4, which is Revolution 1, Honey Pie, Savoy Truffle, Cry Baby Cry, Revolution 9, and then, if you really want to know this, some behind-the-scenes accident. I almost didn't put Goodnight on the end, and then I was looking at it before I started the video, and I was like, oh my god. That was almost catastrophic. I thought Revolution 9 was the last track on the album. I guess I was wrong. I'm glad that I checked. So yeah, if you guys are watching this, you've probably already seen parts 1, 2, and 3. We've done each side in sequential order. I guess that's the word. And it's been one hell of a ride. This is, I don't know if it's my favorite of their albums, but it's definitely their best so far. Like, I mean, it has every bass coverage you could ever want by the Beatles, and it's a double album too, so you can't beat that. I think Side 3 was my favorite so far, right? Oh wow, no, that's hard. No, Side 1, 2, I don't know. It's all been great. All right, so first up, Revolution 1. I don't got a spiel. You guys already know, so let's go. The Beatles, 3, 2, 1, go. For the final time. And then our next album starts next week. Stay tuned. And I've heard the single version of this.
We all wanna change the world.
And it was awesome. It's so different.
We all wanna change the world. When we talk about destruction, don't you know that you can count me out? Don't you know it's gonna be alright? Don't you know it's gonna be?
That is too good, bro.
Don't you know it's gonna be?
It's like the old Beatles and the new Beatles. That's crazy. Well, new to the, you know.
Say you got a real solution. Well, you know, we don't love to see the plan. Ask me for a contribution. Well, you know,
I love this version of it. Oh my god.
we all doing what we can. If you want money for people with minds that hate, all I can tell you is, brother, you have to wait. Don't you know it's gonna be alright?
The Quarrymen.
Don't you know it's gonna be
It's crazy.
alright? Don't you know it's gonna be alright? Say you change the Constitution.
Lennon's vocals are just, wow, bro. Some of the best I've ever heard in my life, dude.
We don't love to change your head.
Just perfect.
Tell me it's the institution. Well, you know,
Ringo.
you better free your mind instead. If you go carrying pictures of chairman now, you ain't gonna make it with anyone anymore.
Not Mao. What a way to kick off the side. Oh. That's nuts, dude. If that was a song for any other band, that would be like the highlight of their catalog. And this was like Tuesday for the Beatles, probably. Oh, actually, it says Wednesday. No, I'm just kidding. It doesn't say.
She was a working girl.
Honey Pie, Paul McCartney.
North of England
Lead
way.
Now she's hit the big time.
I think I've heard this one, actually. Have I heard this one?
In the USA. And if she could only hear me,
No, I haven't.
this is what I'd say. Honey pie, you are making me crazy.
Grandma?
I'm in love, but I'm lazy. So won't you please come home?
Oh, wow.
Oh, honey pie, my position is tragic. Come and show me the magic of your Hollywood song. You
Oh, I love that.
became a legend of the silver screen, and now the thought of meeting you makes me weak in the knee. Oh, honey pie, you are driving me frantic. Sail across the Atlantic to be where you belong. Honey pie, come back to me.
Ringo.
I like that. Ooh, I like this kind of hot kind of music. Hot
George on the
kind of
6-string bass for this.
Play it to me, Hollywood blues. Will the wind
Is that an oboe or a
blow
clarinet?
a boat across the sea? Kindly send her sailing back to me. Now, honey
I love the 2 hits on hi-hats.
you are making me crazy. I'm in love, but I'm lazy. So won't you please come home? Come back to me, honey pie.
This is so McCartney, it's not even funny. Ah.
Honey pie, honey pie.
Well, that was fun. Savoy Truffle.
Cream tangerine.
And this is
Montelimore.
George. Let's go.
A ginger sling with a pineapple heart. Coffee dessert, just you know it's good news.
There's no John on this track.
But you'll have to have them all pulled out after the Savoy Truffle. Cool cherry cream, nice apple tart. I feel your taste all the time we're apart. Coconut fudge really blows down those blues. But you'll have to have them all pulled out after the Savoy Truffle.
Wow.
You might not feel it now. When the pain cuts through, you're gonna know how. Sweat is gonna fill your head when it becomes too much.
That's the saxes, I think. They remind me of It's All Too Much a little bit for some reason. Just like that one part though. Ringo and Paul, oh my god, bro.
Have them all pulled out after the Savoy Truffle. that what you eat
1968, bro. That's wild.
What is sweet now turns so sour. We all know blood deep, blood dark. But can you show me where you are? Green tangerine and Montelimar. Ginger sling with a pineapple heart. Coffee dessert, yes you know it's good news. But you'll have to have them all pulled out after the Savoy Trouble.
Oh, yes.
Yes, you have to have them all pulled out after the Savoy Trouble.
Oh, no. That was so good, dude. Oh my god. That was almost as good as Revolution 1.
To know better.
This is Lennon and McCartney lead vocal.
The king of Marigold was in the kitchen cooking breakfast for the queen. The queen was in the parlor playing piano for the children of the king. Cry, baby, cry. Make
George
no
Martin's on this track too.
sound.
Harmonium.
She's old enough to know better. So cry, baby, cry. The king was in the garden picking flowers for a friend who came to play. The queen was in the playroom painting pictures for the children's holiday. Cry, baby, cry. Make your mother sigh. She's old enough to know better. So cry, baby, cry. The Duchess of Kirkcaldy, always smiling and arriving late for tea. The Duke was having problems with a message at the local bird and bee. Cry, baby, cry. Make your mother sigh. She's old enough to know better. So cry, baby, cry. At 12 o'clock a meeting round the table for a seance in the dark. With voices out of nowhere put on specially by the children for a laugh. Cry, baby, cry. Make your mother sigh. She's old enough to know better. So cry, baby, cry, 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 baby. Make your mother sigh. She's old enough to know better. So cry, baby, cry, 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 cry. Make your mother sigh. She's old enough to know better. So cry, baby, cry.
Wow.
Can you take me back where I came from?
There he is.
Can you take me back? Can you take me back where I came from? Brother, can you take me back? Can you take me back?
Maybe a beautiful falsetto.
Can you take me where I came from? Can you take me back?
Little coda at the end. In McCartney fashion. Here we go. The Big Kahuna. Once again. I'm ready. I've only heard it once, and that was like 6 months ago.
Number 9, number 9, number 9.
You can never forget it though.
9, number 9,
Cheers.
number 9, 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 number.
The balls on these guys, bro. The one time in my life I said, I love these balls, bro. Oh my god. So this will deprogram me from the first time I was programmed from listening to this, so it evens out. Activate number 9. This is their longest song they ever released, too. Of course it is.
Number 9.
Who's to know? Who wants to know?
Number 9.
That sound familiar.
Number 9. Number 9. Number 9. Number 9. Number 9. Number 9.
Sounds like acid took the Beatles. Hear the knocking?
Number 9.
What the fuck, bro? I'm trying to pick up stuff I didn't the first time. It almost makes sense, but then it completely loses its meaning eventually. It's crazy. I know what it is though. It's a sound collage, but there's points where it does peek through though. It's interesting.
With the situation.
They are standing still.
They are standing still.
Number 9.
Insanity, bro. Like, who does this? They do. Only them.
Number 9. Number 9. Number 9.
Mwah. It's like tape loops and shit. I can hear it. Wow, bro. The cymbals in the background. Oh, Yoko had something to do with this track too, that's why. That's weird, bro. I just got this chill across my body. Oh my god, that's so weird. This shit is like mind control shit, probably, bro. I'm tripping, bro. What the fuck? My wings are broken. So is my hair. What if this is like the answer to everything, though? Like this song, this is the answer to everything. But you just have to make sense of it. It's just a puzzle. I'm just going crazy. Onion soup. There you go.
Financial imbalance.
Between his shoulder.
The Watusi.
The
The
Watusi.
twist.
Eldorado.
Take
That
this,
was it right
brother.
there.
May it serve you well.
From the depths we shall rise.
What? Maybe even then, exposure is something that's so difficult to bear. Why exposure is so difficult to bear because it's almost like being naked in all the hours of life. You become naked.
That might be the oddest thing I've ever heard in my life. Like, truly. Because parts of it make sense, though. That's the weirdest part. And then other parts, it doesn't make any sense in the slightest. Good night. I haven't heard this one. I'm glad that I added it. I almost ended it on Revolution 9. This is a Ringo track. It was written by John Lennon, but the lead vocalist is Ringo. And he's the only Beatle to appear on the track.
Now it's time to say good night, good night, sleep tight. Now the sun turns out his light. Good night, sleep tight. Dream, sweet dreams for me. Dream, sweet dreams for you. Close your eyes and I'll close mine. Good night, sleep tight. Now the moon begins to shine. Good night, sleep tight. Dream, sweet dreams for me. Dream, sweet dreams for you. Close your eyes and I'll close mine. Good night, sleep tight. Now the sun turns out his light. Good night, sleep tight. Dream, sweet dreams for me.
Lennon wrote this for Julian.
Dream, sweet dreams for you.
What a perfect way to end it.
Good night. Good night, everybody. Everybody.
Thanks, Ringo.
Everywhere.
What if that was the end? What if they just ended it there? That was the final song of them. That'd have been crazy. Wow. Well, that's probably one of the best albums I've ever heard in my life. Especially all the way through. From start to finish, that is a tour de force. That is them basically shitting on everybody else that's ever tried, basically. It's funny that I think y'all said that this is mostly them. I know George Martin was on a couple of these tracks. I'm guessing he produced that track at least. I'm guessing he produced the album too, but I think y'all said most of this was like them on their own, like writing songs, and they brought their own solo material to the table and then they dispersed it evenly, I guess. Most of it is dominated by, of course, Lennon and McCartney. That was Ringo's one vocal track other than... No, that's his only vocal track on the whole album. Oh, wait, no. Don't Pass Me By. Yeah, I forgot about that one. Sorry, there's a lot of songs on this album. From that side, though, the only track I would leave out of that, maybe, and even then, I thought it was good. It wasn't like, if I had to pick one out of all 6 to, like, not be my favorite, probably, it'd be Honey Pie. But it was still a good McCartney track, but just what it was surrounded by, I guess, kind of dwarfed it in a way. Revolution 1, that is one of the best songs that's what I'm saying, though. All the songs are the best. Like, it sucks. Like, I can't even, like, hyperbolically react to the Beatles because, like, you heard it too. And it's all great. Like, it's more about what isn't better than the rest, basically. Like, that's all. There isn't really a bad track. Even the ones that you guys say, like, as a joke kind of track, like, you know my name, look up that number or whatever. Like, that's still a good track, though. You know what I'm saying? Like, and with Revolution 9, that's the second time I've heard it. I haven't touched it since I originally did the video for it, like, months ago. And what makes it so weird is that parts do make sense to me. And there's parts that are reminiscent of other little things I've heard along the way in my Beatles journey. And is it weird that it impacts me more now than it did back then? Now that I know them so much better than I did when I first did my Revolution 9 video. Like, I barely even knew them, like, at all compared to what I know now. And I still don't know shit, but I feel like I know them personally, like, more than I did back then. That is such a mind fuck. I mean, like, they're swinging for the fences that don't even exist with that. That's like, they'll be deciphering that like 100, 200, 300 years from now, and they're going to find things in that. Maybe even sooner than that, I promise you. Like, if they do some digging into that song, like, I swear there's something to that, seriously. Like, there's parts of it that, like, that maybe that is some, like, I don't know, like, programming kind of stuff, because there was parts in that song where I intentionally was just paying attention to how my body reacted to the certain sounds and stuff like that. Like, I was just trying to see what, like, gave my bodies, like, the chills or the shocks, or I felt something here, I felt something there. It was at the very end, actually. It was about 7 minutes in. It was when he said, El Dorado. El Dorado? The fuck are you talking about, bro? Like, that shit gave me chills, dude. Like, it's just so random. It's like the most random word you could throw in there at that point. It's like saying Lemuria or something like that. But it does have such a effect, though, because it's almost like you are listening to some lost, forbidden thing, like, that you're not meant to find. Like, I've heard, like, the stories of, like, the cursed cities that are, like, in South America, and nothing can grow near there, basically, or the jungle has consumed it, and that no humans can survive there, sort of thing, because there's something wrong with the place. There's just something happened there, and it was that bad that it wounded the place for the rest of however long, and there's cities that, like, it's like they're ruins, basically, and that kind of felt like a, I don't know, just like some foreign, unknown, but still, like, you understood parts of it. That's what really got me, is there's parts where I'm like, okay, but then it just completely goes into this, like, I'm trying to decipher the undecipherable, and I'll probably drive myself crazy, so, because I'm that kind of person who thinks that he can figure everything out, but some things you can't figure out. That's just how it works, But it was an amazing sound collage, though. Just the way they put all that together, absolutely incredible, bro. Like, I've already said enough about it, though, like in my previous video. I'm not going to spend too much time on it, though. But I do like the spoken word parts that just pop up randomly, like the number 9, the El Dorado. There's so many little hints to stuff, like the onion pie or whatever he said. There's just so much random shit in there. It's like they just completely threw it in there, but all this random stuff. But apparently it was credited to Lennon and McCartney. It was primarily by John Lennon with assistance from Yoko and George. Lennon said he was trying to paint a picture of a revolution using sound. The composition was influenced by the avant-garde style of Ono as well as the musique concrete works of composers such as Edgar de Varese and Karl-Heinz Stockhausen. It's 8 minutes and 22 seconds. It was supposed to be an extended ending to the album version of Revolution. But then Lennon, Harrison, and Ono then combined the unused coda with numerous overdubbed vocals, speech, sound effects, short tape loops of speech and musical performances, some of which were reversed. These are further manipulated with echo, distortion, stereo panning, and fading. At 8 minutes and 20 seconds, it is the longest track that the Beatles officially released while together as a band. And yeah, it had, well, I'm not going to go into the whole recording thing, but so Alistair Taylor and spoken vocals, George Martin spoken vocals, Yoko Ono spoken vocals, tape loops, sound effects, George Harrison spoken vocals, tape loops, sound effects, electric guitar, John Lennon spoken vocals, tape loops, sound effects, piano, mellotron, cymbals, screaming, and mumbling. Fair enough. So Paul had nothing to do with... Oh wait, it says, additionally, Paul McCartney and Ringo Starr performed on the extended Revolution coda elements, which were used intermittently in Revolution 9. So Paul was technically in there, but on the personnel list, he's not on there. Okay, that makes sense. And I did notice that there were ones, like John was missing from Cry Baby Cry, right? Was that the one that he was missing from? No, that was his song. It was, which one was he missing from? See, I already forgot. It wasn't, oh, he was gone from Goodnight. Maybe it was Savoy Truffle. Was that the one he was gone from? Yeah, that was the one. So that was George Harrison on double-tracked vocal, rhythm guitar, lead guitar, Hammond organ, acoustic guitar, Paul McCartney on harmony vocals and bass, Ringo Starr on drums, and then an uncredited tambourine person. And then there's a bunch of people on sax. They did, I love that. Like, that song was the one that honestly stood out to me. That and Revolution 1, because I had only heard the single version of it, which is that really hard-hitting rock version. The first one, that one we just listened to, that was very... It was very different. It was very slowed down, had more of like a blues approach than like a rock approach. And felt very slowed down and subdued, but it had more meaning, you know? And, you know, he's talking about Chairman Mao, and he's talking about revolutions and stuff. And hey, they happen, man. They happen a lot more than you'd think. But sometimes it's almost like there's ulterior motives behind them, you know? More than it being a revolution. People... what's the word? Commandeer them, shall we say. Once there's actually a movement, like what happened to Occupy Wall Street and stuff like that. Whatever happened to those guys? Look into it. You know, it's just like all these revolutions throughout history, they either succeed or they fail. It's all, and then the way that we look at it in history is if they succeed or fail, you know? It's funny because, you know, the revolution for America, we won that one. But what if we had lost? Just like the Confederacy, they lost. They were a rebellion and they lost. So now they're looked at like losers, and because they were. But you know what I'm saying? Like that's just what, you know, that's what happens in history. We just look at it depending on how it succeeds. And that happened in Russia too. You know, it overthrew the Tsar. There's actually 2 revolutions. The one that overthrew the Tsar, and then because what's his name? Lenin had nothing to do with it, actually. They were all hiding somewhere, I think in Germany or something. And the first revolution happened, and then they came and revolutioned the revolution. You know what I'm saying? It's just like this endless wheel that keeps spinning throughout history, and it's the pendulum, like I said. Like we swing one way, and then we, as far as we go that way, we swing back the other way, the exact amount, even more so, with more gravity and force, basically, and then it comes back through. It's just never ending. We're never stationary. That's one thing I'll give humanity. It's always moving in one way or the other. We're never staying put, you know? And we like to believe that we're so advanced now, which we are. We've got these really nifty gadgets and devices and stuff, but as we focused all on these gadgets, we've let ourselves fall by the wayside, you know? I feel like our bodies kind of come up as the last thing we care about these days for a lot of people, you know? They're more worried about this or that or getting the new thing, you know what I'm saying? Who gives a fuck? I've been trying to work out a lot more lately. I've been using weights a lot. You know, I've been eating better for a while there, but like my weight really wasn't going down. Even though if you eat better, you have to exercise too. You know what I'm saying? Because you have to do that, and that's what I've been trying to do with like the weights and everything. It's been working out, you know. Working out's been working out, and I've been doing it for like about a month now. Nothing too crazy, but you know, we let our bodies and our minds fall by the wayside because we got all these nice shiny gadgets to do everything for us. But I don't know. I think we need to try to go back to like these four amazing men wrote this album. You know what I'm saying? We need to go back where people actually put effort into things. They put time. It's not instant gratification. You know what I'm saying? Because we took 4 weeks to listen to this album. We listened to it side by side. It wasn't instant gratification. I had to work for that. I had to wait a whole month to listen to that whole album. And like I said, I took away from it. That is definitely one of the best albums of all time. Like hands down, it might be the best. Like just of combined effort, the insane variety on this album from start to finish it's impeccable. I mean, I've never seen such musical diversity all on one album. I mean, from hold on, let me just say it, because I can do it. So from back in the USSR. That's completely different than Dear Prudence and Glass Onion, than Obla D, all the way to Happiness is a Warm Gun. It's different than Martha My Dear, different than Blackbird, different than Piggies, Julia, Birthday, Your Blues, Sexy Sadie, Helter Skelter, Long. I mean, this is a greatest hits album. This is a greatest hits album. Literally every single song on this album it's a standout. I could sit here all day and talk about it probably, but I don't have all day. You don't have all day. So I'm going to wrap it up. Savoy Truffle was the surprise one on this side for me though. I fucking love that. And then Good Night made me cry. Oh man. And I know it did because like I'm entering the season of like when my dad died. For some reason I've always had a rough December or like November to December, because this is when we left for our cruise, and then he came off the cruise 2 weeks later in a wheelchair, and then he died like 6-7 days later. So we're entering the period of when that happened basically, and I noticed that today. I was getting kind of emotional over nothing. I was like, what the hell is going on with me? Because I'm trying to be aware of my thoughts. I'm like, oh yeah, it's about that time. So if I get a little extra this month, or I get a little whatever, that's probably what it is. Just keep that in mind. And I am aware of it, so I am going to try and be better about it. I used to go out and relapse over it, you know, and of course in the past few years I haven't done that. I still get a little chippy probably, or you know, a little in my feelings, but just know that if I come off as crass or something, it's just because of that probably. My apologies in advance. But usually once the day passes in December, it's early December, I'm usually cool after that. I still hate Christmas though. I'm a Grinch, but whatever. We're gonna be working through Rubber Soul next, like I wanted to announce. I kind of let slip yesterday or in the videos today or whatever, but it's okay. Yeah, Rubber Soul we're gonna start either next week or the week after that. I might not do it on Sunday though. I might do it on a different day. I don't know, but I'm going to be doing Rubber Soul next. We'll be working through that side by side. And that should be fun. I know you guys have been wanting that album forever. I wish I could get this all up on YouTube so everyone could watch it. Only the special few can, though. And I appreciate you guys so much. Thank you for sticking through me throughout this entire album. Fantastic. I mean, Ringo's vocals and Good Night, almost like it brought me to tears. He had a really good side, especially with Revolution 1 and Savoy Truffle, man. Like, this was a very varied side. It was very, very different. Like every single song is completely different than the last. Revolution 1, Savoy Truffle, and Good Night being my favorites, probably. Just hearing Ringo's almost plain vocals in a way, just coming across so endearing and just so sad, bro. It made me fucking cry, because like, what an album. And just, it made me think of a lot of other things that I don't even want to think about and talk about, but you know, it is so sad that, you know, things just come to an end. But that's the beauty of things, because if things just kept going and kept going, they would have no meaning and we wouldn't love them. Yeah, we love things because of their endings. So I thought that was the only way they could land that plane, this album. They landed it perfectly. And how long have I been talking now? Jesus fucking Christ, Lee. I'm going to get out of here. It's been 40 minutes. I've been yammering on for so long. My apologies. This has been a fantastic album, and I'm going to leave it at that. Thanks for watching. See you at Rubber Soul.